Morning students. So in Python from today we are going to deal with module 3. So in module 3 we have 4 chapters: list, tuples, dictionaries, and the last one is regular expressions. Okay, so the first chapter is list. Okay, so this is one of the chapter which is having more topics, that is we have 13 topics, but all are easy. Okay, so the first topic is list, that is a list is a sequence. Okay, so list is nothing but, see how we have string is nothing but group of characters, right? In the same way list is nothing but sequence of values, and here the difference is in string you should have compulsory characters, but here you can have it of any type. Okay, so that is the difference. Okay, so in list we call that whatever the elements are present, you can call it as elements, or sometimes we can also call it as items, and it is always enclosed within the square brackets. So how to create a list? Okay, just give the one variable name, for example a, give the assignment symbol, and in the square brackets you can start writing the elements or the items, which is differentiated with the help of commas. Okay, so first one, n equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. So here how many items are there? 4. So it will start from 0 and ends at 3, but whenever you try to find the length, obviously formula is n plus 1. What is the last value? 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, so next here ls, here we have again 3 items, but each item can be of the again a string. Okay, crunchy frog, ram ladder, lark omit. Okay, next third one, my list, the earth revolves around the sun. Here each one they have taken as a string, even this is also acceptable. Here empty string also be created. So empty string is nothing but which doesn't have any items. Okay, so coming to the nested list, so nested list means what? A list within a list is called as nested list. Okay, so here we have spam 2.05, and at the last you have again 10 and 20. So whenever you try to find the length of the nested list, this complete nested one is considered as one item, so the length of this will be 4. Then okay, next one more example here. Consider you have a variable called as cheeses, which is having cheddar, Adam, and Gouda, and numbers 17, 120, and empty is nothing but it is not having any elements. Okay, so if I give print cheeses numbers empty, if I try to print all the 3, it will print in this format. First it will, whatever the variable name you have given, that items will be printed first. Okay, so the second topic is lists are mutable. Mutable means what? You can change that. Okay, so the first one here, already I told you cheeses is a variable which contains 3 elements. I told you that the list starts from 0, 1, 2. Okay, if I give print, what is the variable here? Cheeses of 0, then it will print you the first element, that is cheddar. Okay, next second example, numbers equal to 17, 123. 17 will be stored in 0, 123 will be stored in 1. If I want to modify these numbers, I can do that also. For example, consider instead of 123 I need 5. So 123 is present in 1. So numbers of 1 equal to 5 if I give, and then if I print, so 123 has been changed to 5. Done. Okay, now third example, again cheeses, the same 3 elements you have. You can check whether a particular element is present in that particular list or not. Consider Adam in cheeses, is it present? Yes, it will give you as true. Brie in cheeses, no, it is not present, so it will give you a false. Okay, so this is the lists are mutable. Now next one is traversing a list. Traversing is nothing but visiting the elements of a list. Okay, so example 1, in cheeses we have 3 elements, so I want to traverse for each one. So I'll give, obviously for traversing we are going to use for loop. I need one variable, so I'll use it as cheese. In which list? Cheeses. So I have given here for cheese in cheeses, print of cheese. Cheese means first element will be cheddar, second one Adam, and last one Gouda. Okay, so all the 3 elements will be printed. Now second example, so consider you have some variable called as numbers. Okay, so in that numbers you have some elements called as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you have 4 elements now. So here what I should take, I want to know the ending also, right? So how we are going to know the ending? By the function called as length of numbers. For I in range of where to end, so the ending will be known as length of numbers. Length is nothing but what is the length? It will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Last one is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, so like that it will work. And the last one is for x in empty. Empty means what? There is nothing present, so it won't print anything. Means what? This never happens at all. Okay, so whenever you don't know the exact length, you are going to use length function. If it is empty, it doesn't print anything. If it is having values, it will print the values which is present in the list. And so the same example again here. See, consider here we have a nested list, right? So in a list we have again two lists, okay, but the length of this will be 1, 2, this complete will be 3, and this is 4. The length of this particular list is 4. Done. Okay, next topic is list operations. Okay, so list operations means what? See, we have done this addition, multiplication and all in the first class only, right? So the same thing can be applied even on the list also. So consider here A is having 1, 2, 3, B is having 4, 5, 6. So consider I want to combine this, then I can use an operation, just an operation called as plus operator. C equal to A plus B. So it will combine the elements of A and B and it will store in the C in the form of list itself. Okay, so again multiplication. So here you can see in the second example 0 multiplied by 4. How many times it will print? 4 times. Okay. Last one is you have three values 1, 2, 3. If you multiply that 3 times, it will print you 1, 2, 3. How many times? 3 times. Okay. So these are the list operations. Okay. Next one is list slices. Have you, already you have learnt about the slicing, right? String slicings. The same functionality can be applied even for this list also. Let us see the examples. First one, T is a variable which is having 6 different elements. T of 1, 2, 3 they have given. So A will be in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from where to where we need 1, 2, 3. So 1 means it will start from B, C. So I told you the ending element will not be considered. So it will print only the starting and ending minus 1. So it will print only B and C. Okay. Now in the second example, T starting value we don't know, but the ending value they have given as 4. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ending value is 4. 4 means minus 1. So until 3 I should print. So it has printed A, B, C, D. In the third example, first value has given, last value is not given. Last value is not given means complete until the end. Okay, so I should start from 3. So D, E, F will be printed. In the fourth example, they have not given the starting value and also ending value. So it will print the complete list. Okay, so next example, T. Here it is mutable, means what? You can change the values also. See here, T of 1 is to 3 is xy. 1 is to 3 means what? 1, 2, 3. But last value will not be considered. So in 1 what is there? B is there. In 2 what is there? C is there. So that value should be changed for xy. X and Y. So 1 will be having X and 2 will be having Y. So if you print the list now, it will print 0 value is A, 1 value is X, 2 value is Y, and again as usual D, E, F. Okay, so this is called as string slicing. Next one is list methods. Okay, so we have 3 methods here: append, extend and sort. Okay, so first one is append. Append means what? Adding the value for the existing list. Okay, so consider here T is a variable which is having a list of A, B, C, that is 3 elements. Now I want to add the 4th element called as D. So I'll give here for which one I want to add? T. So T dot append of D. So if I give here, you will get the result with the appended value. Next one is extend. So extend is used when you want to combine the 2 list. Okay, for example T1 and T2 are list. So whatever the T2 values are there, I want to add it to T1. So first you are going to write T1 for whichever you want to add, dot extend of which values I want to add? T2. So I have given here T2. So now T1 will become A, B, C, D. Consider I want to merge the T1 values with T2. So that time I should give it as T2 dot extend of T1. Okay. Next, the last one is sort option. Sort means what? We already know, arranging the elements in a ascending or descending order. We use the sort function. Okay. So here T dot sort, consider here we have elements like D, C, E, B, A. Obviously if you arrange that, it will become A, B, C, D. Okay. That is the simple method we have in the list. Next one is deleting elements. Okay, so to delete an element in the list, we have three options. First one is pop, second one is delete, third one is remove. Okay, so the first one is pop means what? It will remove an element and it can be also be stored. Okay, consider T is having three values A, B, C. 0, 1, 2. I want to pop out the element called as B. So the B index is 1. So I'll give it as T pop of 1. That what is the popped value? B. That will be stored in X. If I give it as print of X, it will give you B. If you print the list, it will remove the B value. So pop is used whenever you know the index value. Okay, remember that you should know the index value to use the pop option. Okay, so the second one is delete. Here also you want to know the index value, but still you can also give the range also. How? Let us see. Okay, so here T is a variable which is having three values A, B, C. So if I give it as delete T of 1, what is the T of 1 value? B. So that will be removed as usual. Okay, but here I can give range. You can see in the second example, here I have A, B, C, D, E, F. If I give 1 to 5, I want to remove. So 1 means what? B. I already told you last element will not be considered. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So it should remove B, C, D, E. See now print of T, if I give, it will print first element and last element. So if you just know the index value, pop. If you have a range, then delete. But you know the element, then you are going to use the function method called as remove. Okay, so T equal to ABC. T dot remove of, I know the value, what is that? B. If I give that, it will remove that particular value itself. Okay, got the difference between pop, delete and remove. Once again, pop means only index value you should know. Delete means index value, but you know you can remove more than one element. Whereas in remove, you want to know the element value itself. That is the list element, whatever is there. Okay. Next topic is lists and functions. See, this function is nothing but inbuilt functions which is there, but already you people know this. See, num equal to, we have here few elements. Okay, so we have here 6 elements. Okay, I'll put the index value also. So now first one is length of nums. Already I told you 5 plus 1, so it will print you 6. Max of nums. Max means what is the maximum value here? 74. It will print that. Next, minimum value is 3, so it will print that. Sum of means what? It will add all the numbers and it will print. See, again here, if you want to find the average, sum of numbers divided by, just give the length of numbers, then it will give you the value. Done? Yes. Next, so here we have already done how to compute the average, right? So now here let me show you the difference without using the list and with using the list. Okay, so now obviously total will be 0, count will be 0. Usually we did this program already in the class. Okay, while of true, you will enter a number. If it is done, it will break, else it will be repeating again and again. Whatever the input is there, you are going to convert it into float. You will just put the value into the total, count equal to count plus 1. At last, if they have entered done, it will come out, it will calculate the average and print. This is what we have already done. So now how to do the same program with using the list. Okay, so while of true, if input equal to done, break, same thing. But here instead of adding that value there itself, you are going to use here num list. Okay, num list is nothing but a list which you will create in the starting itself. Okay, so whenever you create a empty list, it will not have any values, right? So as soon as you give the append of value, it will add the number. Consider I have given 7, so in this first value will be 7. Next number is 8, 9, so it will be appending. Appending means adding values to the list. At last, if you enter done, it will come out, and finally what is the average equal to sum of num list. What is the sum of num list? It will add those 3 values and it will count by using length function and it will just print the average. Okay, when compared to this, this is better and faster. Okay, now ninth topic is lists and strings. Okay, so here how you are going to convert a list into a string or a string into a list. Okay, so first one is list function. So consider you have a variable called yes, which is having a word called as spam. Okay, T equal to, just if you use a keyword called as list and the variable is yes, print of T means it will divide that whatever the word is there into a characters. Okay, so if you want to divide a word into characters, you are going to use list function. So consider if you have a sentence and if you want to divide it into words, then you are going to use split method. You can see here T is equal to S dot split. If you give print of T, pining for the F jots. So it will be divided into words. And also here you can check whether it is a list or not. Okay, print of T of 2 means what? 0, 1, 2 into the value. The word is present. So you can give that value. So it has been converted into list. Now one more example. So consider here I have an string called as s equal to spam spam spam. So I want to divide this sentence based upon the hyphen. Wherever hyphen is there, I want that word to be divided. Okay, so that's why I'll what is the where I want to divide? Wherever the hyphen is there. So hyphen I have engaged into a variable called as delimiter. So s dot split of delimiter. So wherever the delimiter occurs, it will divide it. You can see the result here. Okay, last one is join. Join means what? Whenever you have divided into words, you can combine that again into a sentence. Okay, so consider T equal to pining for the F jots. Delimiter, what I want to add? Space. Okay, wherever the space is there, you add that particular word. So delimiter dot join of T. Delimiter means wherever the space is there, you want to add the space. So first word pining, then it will add the delimiter, then for, then delimiter. Okay, so once again, list means word into characters. Split means sentence into words. Join means words back into the sentence form. Next one is parsing lines. See, already we have studied this also. See, consider you have a file called as mbox.short.txt. You will first open and you will store in fhand. For each line in fhand, you are going to strip the right side whatever the extra spaces are there. Now I need all the second word in this particular lines, whichever the line starts from. Okay, so first what I will do, if it does not start from, go for the next line. So I'll give here, if not, line dot starts with from, continue. If it is not starting, continue. Consider it is starting. So then what I'll do, words equal to line dot split. Just now we learned the function called as split. If the line is starting from the word from, you are going to split those lines and you will store it in a variable called as words. So in that words, which word I need? Second word. So words of 2. What is the words of 2? We have Saturday. So that will be printed. That's all. Okay, here you got to learn the usage of this split function. That's it. Okay. Next topic is objects and values. Okay, so here objects and values means here whether it is referencing for the same address or different address. Okay, so consider you have two variables here, A and B, both having the value called as banana. So you can match this in two ways. Okay, see, A and B can have the separate values, or you can have the value and you can be just pointing to the same value. Okay, so these are the two ways we have. So consider if it is this, if I give it as A is B, then it will give you what? True. So the variables can refer to the same value. More than one variable can refer to the same value. But whenever you form a list, it cannot do that. Okay, so whenever, see, consider here A equal to 1, 2, 3, B equal to 1, 2, 3. A is B? No, false. Okay, so whenever these objects and values are there, with respect to variables, it may be true, but with respect to list, it is always false. Next one is aliasing. So aliasing means what? Consider A equal to 1, 2, 3. So now I have given here B equal to A. Means what? Whatever is there in A, the same thing is present in B. So B is A. Yes, it is true. Okay. Now B of 0 equal to 17. So aliasing means what? Whenever you copy a value from one list to another list, if you change in the copied list, it will also modify the original list. So consider here I have copied the A values to B, right? So if I give B of 0 as 17, even in the A, one value will be replaced with the 17. So this is called as aliasing. Last topic is list arguments. List arguments means what? Whenever there is a function, we know how to send a value, right? So here you are going to send the list of values. Okay, so consider here I have created a definition, delete head of T. Whenever you have a list, I want the first value to be removed. So the first value will be 0. So delete T of 0. Whatever the list will come in that list, first value will be removed. See, you have here letters A, B, C. What is the function name here? Delete head of which one? Letters. If I pass here, A, B, C will be received here, and what is the 0 value? A will be deleted and remaining will be B and C. Okay, one more example, T1 equal to 1, 2, and t2 equal to, I am given here as t1 dot append of 3. So this 3 will be added to t1, okay, but t2 doesn't have any values, okay, so that is the append value. Print of t2, none will be present. Here coming to this, t3 equal to t1 plus 3. What is the t1 value you have? 1 2 plus what is the value? 3. So 1 2 3 will be printed. So here what is the difference? Both are doing the same operation, that is 1 2 3 1 2 3. The difference is append means whatever the existing list is there, it will be added, whereas plus means it will copy that list and it will add for the new list. You can see here t1 dot append of, so in t1 you are going to add that. Here plus means you are creating a new variable, okay. Now so consider I want to delete the first element, right? So here if you think that I can use string slicing, but you cannot use like this. For example, definition bad deleted. Why the name? That means because it is not of use, okay. T of 1 to end, because I want to delete the first one, that is 0 na delete ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You want to start from 1. If I give like this, what happens? It will create a new list, okay. It will not delete in the previous list, okay. So that is the problem. Done. So you can't use this, okay. Next one is consider here I have what? Definition tail. Tail means what? Now I want the remaining values, means then I can use the same function. For example, ABC rest equal to tail of letters. It will come here ABC. From 1 means it will print you B and C. So whenever you want to extract a string, you can use this, but whenever you want to delete only the first element, you can't use that, okay. So this ends the chapter 1 of module 3, okay. If you have any doubts, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.